Brandon the Cowboy back with you here on thelibertyplaybook.com. Donald Trump, 1 minute he's this crazy, fiery, egotistical billionaire Patrick. Now all of a sudden he's sounding like a statesman.
Yeah, the evolution of Donald Trump continues from bombastic campaigner to a man who's actually talking in a common, reasonable voice. And I think he's going a long way into making people not so afraid of him.
And he's making nice with Paul Ryan. Reince Priebus is talking about this is our candidate now. Let's all, rally around the candidate. And he's also put out a list of his possible selections should there be another Supreme Court vacancy.
He's making nice. He's making nice with the people that he needs to make nice too. Look, if he's president, he's going to need all the help he can get in the Congress. He hasn't done things to make Paul Ryan really upset, and that meeting really showed the meeting of two guys, and you could see them working together, going towards the future. And the greatest thing I ever thought about that part was when the day after, everybody's what did Ryan say? How come he didn't endorse you? All this other stuff. And Trump goes, look, the guy needs time. I get it. Let him take all the time he wants. I think Paul's a great guy, and we're looking forward to working with him. That story then ended. You haven't heard one thing about that since. So Donald Trump can start a narrative. It sounds like he can stop him, too.
Well, if you're on the undercard, so to speak, you're running for a Senate seat, you're running for a congressional seat on the Republican side, are you worried?
I wouldn't be worried. He's a fighter. He's going to turn out people. You look at Illinois, where Mark Kirk is, sitting senator. He might get some of those working class guys. Ohio, Portman. He might get enough of those guys to say, hey, we're going to go with Donald Trump. If I was running for re-election, I'd just let her go and just go at it.
So what are the keys to this election if you're looking at it from the Republican side? Well, number one, turnout, I believe.
Yeah.
Number two, what's going to happen to Hillary Clinton? Is she going to be indicted or is that going to blow over? And three, and I think this is the real wild card, black voters.
Yeah. I think that Donald Trump, he's going to do something to try and attract more black voters. And a couple of polls we were looking at said that he was attracting as much as 25%. Gee, 25%. Mitt Romney got 6%. So if he got 25%, the election's over. He wins the election.
Speaking of Mitt Romney,
yeah,
when is he going to just be quiet and go away?
I don't know. I mean, to me, old Mitt should just pack it in. All these dead-enders, they're doing exactly what they thought that Trump was going to do, go third party. Well, he didn't. Yeah, he won the nomination, or he's presumptive nominee. He's going to be the nominee. This is ridiculous. You're going to turn him away because you don't like him? I mean, what a bunch of yuppie nonsense. And quite frankly, Mitt Romney blew a winnable election. He didn't know how to run a campaign. So I have no sympathy for Mitt Romney. To me, it's like, go away and take all those other losers with you.
Well, this is what's troubling to me about the Republican Party as currently constituted. You have a lot of talent there. Mitt Romney's a talented guy. Why not just join forces and help Donald Trump help the country? I mean, I know the answer to it because they're all egomaniacs and spoiled children, but why not do it?
But to me, these guys, there's always, the next election. There's another election. Elections are like trains. There's always another one coming. Right. So, we'll hunker down now and we'll fight another day and we'll do this kind of stuff. Look, the country can't wait for you guys and your little pitch and your hissy fits. This country needs change. And as I was telling you the other day, I'm 64. I'm not going to wait around for 2 or 3 more cycles to see the country get fixed. If it doesn't get fixed now, it's not going to get fixed ever.
A lot of folks have made the comparison this time around to the 1980 election of Ronald Reagan over Jimmy Carter. It was a little bit different. The economy, I think, was arguably much worse, although it is bad now. Interest rates were in the 20% range, and there was this, Jimmy Carter described himself, national malaise. But Ronald Reagan surrounded himself with the best and the brightest, and that's part of the reason he was so successful. Where are these guys now if the call comes from Trump?
They're going to be there.
You think so?
He met with Henry Kissinger today, who's not a Reagan guy, but a member of the so-called foreign policy establishment. He's going to reach out to everybody.
Will they come around?
Sure, they're going to come around.
Will Mitt Romney finally say, you know
what?
Mitt
Romney's living in a fantasy world. I mean the guys who populate administrations. The old graybeards,
guys hanging around at Stanford.
Yeah, they're hanging. It's kind of like they're all these think tanks are really just waiting rooms for potential appointees.
Right.
But yeah, they're going to come around because if they want to be part of this phenomena, be part of it. To sit on the sidelines and just throw rocks, it's not a way to fix things.
Well, here we are in mid to late May, and the latest polls really between, if you're talking about a Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, 3 or 4 points either way, and that really is the margin of error. This is right now looking tight.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a prediction today. I think he's going to beat her like an old Army mule.
That doesn't speak highly of Army mules.
Well, that's what you do to old Army mules if you want to get them to do things.
Well, at any rate, save this tape. This will be up on the website for a while.
You heard it first.
You heard it here, late May. Donald's the man. Well, we'll see. A lot of people like some of what Donald says. A lot of people don't like the way he says it. But at some point, you got to make a choice. So we'll see. Crane and the Cowboy, talking politics. Stay with us here on this brand new website, thelibertyplaybook.com.